She's a champion of sustainability, the Jacksonville community, and second chances for clothes. She's also the creator of the city's first ever thrift fair and picnic known as Thriftnic. She joins me now, Alyce Rose. Good morning, Alyce.
Good morning. Thank you for having
It is
me.
great to have you here. So, in addition to your name, Alyce, you're also known to a lot of people as Auntie Outside.
That's me.
That is the name of a podcast that you do, but it's also kind of a persona that you have. And I'm curious how that got started. What is it? What does the name Auntie Outside signify for you?
Well, I'm always at events in the city, so I'm technically always outside. But when you think about your auntie, it's somebody you trust, it's somebody you go to, it's somebody you really talk to, sometimes more than your parents. So I wanted to be that voice in the city that people can trust and just know that they can come to for reliable events, things to do in the city, and meet and connect with each other.
Yeah. And so you put on events, but you are also a little bit of a curator and a connector, and you like to sort of bring people together.
I do.
What is it that kind of makes you such a champion for the city? I mean, you're born and raised Jacksonville, but you love this place.
A lot of it comes from my needs and what I need. I need connection. We all need connection. Like we were never meant to be here by ourselves and not connected to anything and anybody. So being able to provide those spaces where people feel safe and people can feel like they can connect has just been a beautiful part of my journey and something that so many people are flourishing from and something I'm really proud to be a part of.
Yeah, and so sustainability is a big part of what you do, and um, so talk about Thriftnic as a concept, how that came together, who is invited, kind of what the plan is.
Thriftnic is my baby. It is my 3rd child. I have 2, but Thriftnic is my baby. It is a thrift picnic, so I love thrifting. That's kinda how I got my start as Miss Thrifty Rose. Even though I've evolved from that and become Auntie Outside, it's still where I got my start. I love secondhand sustainability. As a plus size woman, a lot of times you don't find plus size clothes in the thrift store, or the skinny girls are buying them and remixing them, and it's like, well, I need to clothe my body too. So being able to provide a space where people can come and be themselves and thrift and shop, and everybody's just getting exposed to thrifting. Like a lot of people don't even know where to start. And Thriftnik is the best place to start because you can bring stuff out of your closet that you're just tired of wearing and exchange it with someone else or purchase something new from a fill a bag special for $25. It's just so many options to get people interested in thrifting and show them that there is another route.
And so people are, I mean, obviously you've got some vendors that are going to be there, a food truck. It's at Ruby Beach, and
Yes.
so people can like grab a beer and shop and see the vendors. But people can just sort of spontaneously come as well, or do they have to register with you ahead of time?
Absolutely, everybody can pop up. They do have the silent disco there as the after party, so some people come closer to the time that that starts with Hush Hush, and they're able to shop right before.
And for people
So
who don't know the Hush Hush Disco, describe that's the headphones and
silent
people,
disco,
they're
they have the
listening to
headphones.
music, but you don't hear it, like,
You're
kinda
you're
outside their
listening to
head.
the radio on 3 different stations, but together but separate.
Okay. And so the goal of, you know, the Thriftnic effort, is kind of part of what you do, but you also podcast, and that says Auntie Outside, and you talk, in the work that you do for podcasts about just kind of your own personal evolution and your desire to kind of, become a person comfortable with yourself, comfortable with, like, interacting with the world. I just wonder if you could talk a little bit about that evolution, kind of how that was for you.
Absolutely. Anybody who's thinking about a podcast or wants to do a podcast wants to have their voice amplified. At the root of it, that's really where it comes from. So I went to a podcast festival in Orlando and I met this amazing woman, and she changed my life by simply telling me what's the best that can happen. I look at everything through the scope of not what's the worst that can happen, what's the best that can happen. And it's really shaped how I amplify my voice and how I'm able to connect people because that's the only option for me. Whatever happens is the absolute best it was always supposed to be. So
And recently, I know that you weighed in on kind of a heated debate here in Jacksonville after the city was nominated or kind of, I think, chosen as like the most boring city in the United States, something that you took issue with. But I'm curious, like, what's your case for Jacksonville? How do you present to people an alternate vision?
well, Jacksonville being the largest city wise, we'll never be able to condense all that we have to do down to one. It's a lot of different sides of town trying to activate and bring people together. And I think if we focus on bringing our communities together and the people that we want to fellowship with and the people who have the same ideas as us, whether it's thrifting, whether it's whatever it is, bringing those people together and finding fun and community in that, we can go a lot further together. So you just have to search outside of yourself and step outside of the box and find new things to do. And there's things to do. It may not be what you want to do, but sometimes it's what you need to do
So
just to expose yourself to something new and a new group of people.
so get outside.
Get outside and get out of other people's business.
So the event is tomorrow at 6 to 9 at Ruby Beach on Forsyth, on East Forsyth. It's free.
It's free.
There's music.
There's music, there's fun, there's hopefully no rain.
All right, we'll keep our fingers crossed.
Yes.
Well, Alyce Rose, it's so nice to meet you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.